Hey everybody, welcome back. Remember, mead is like a magic trick because once you open the bottle, it's gone. Welcome back to another episode of Hangin with Hodge. Come for the mead, stay for the bad magic tricks. Today we are going to continue our episode from the last one that we put out regarding the strawberry lemonade mead versus the strawberry lemonade wine. So the difference being is this is made with honey and this was made with sugar. We used the same amount of strawberry lemonade that we used in each batch, and we brought both of them up to an original gravity reading of 1.130. So now we're going to take our reading. Now you'll notice I've actually had to put on these binder clips on here because the lid, if you notice in the first video when I was putting that on, was kind of warped, and that caused a problem when it started fermenting. So I used some binder clips to keep it shut. And now we're going to take our reading, and the bubbling has stopped to the point that it's doing it about once every 2 minutes or so. So the primary fermentation is probably done at this point. We're going to move it into our glass carboys. We've got a couple glass carboys for each one. I think there's probably about 1.5 gallons in each. So I've got 2 1-gallon glass carboys and 2 half-gallon glass carboys. And so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take our gravity reading here and we'll take a little taste from each one as well. So that should be good. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the mead. One of the things when you're taking the lid off like this here, try to be careful because you don't want to end up sucking your liquid in here. So this started off as being just Star sanitizer and the airlock, and some of the wine actually got up in there. So we don't want any of this backflowing into our mead. There we go. Well, it smells really good. And let's go ahead and with our handy dandy turkey baster or mead sucker upper, we'll go ahead and fill this up. And now, as always, everything has been sanitized. Everything on the table here has been sanitized. Also got a new hydrometer. Last time I went to use it, I gave it a spin, and right as I spun it, the top broke off. So these things do break. You gotta be careful with them. Get it in there. Give it a spin as we put it down. That way there, you spin it when you're putting it in. So if there's any air bubbles on there, they'll hopefully spin off and you get a truer reading. And we're currently at 1.040. Still got a ways to go. Let's give it a little bit of a taste here. And we'll pour the rest back in here. I'll pour it in easy. I don't want to stir up the sediment down at the bottom. Go ahead and put our lid lightly on top there. And today we're using the Fen Valley glass from when my wife and I went off on a trip a couple of years ago. I told her we were just going for a motorcycle ride. I'd actually loaded up the bike in the saddlebags with clothes for the weekend. We rode out to Fenville here in the western side of Michigan, and to a little bed and breakfast there. And stayed the week. I surprised her with a weekend there. And one of the things that we did is we went to Fen Valley Vineyards, and wine cellar and did a wine tasting over there. They had really good stuff, and one of the things when you're doing a wine tasting, take home the wine glass with you. So it's good, a little bit too sweet still for me, but it does taste good. Still definitely drinkable even now. I don't want to throw it out by any means. It's good, a little bit rough on the back of the throat still, but definitely good. All right. So I'll be right back. I am going to wash this out, and we're going to do the strawberry lemonade wine. And now, through the magic of editing, I am back. So we've re-sterilized everything. I'm going to go ahead and pop these binder clips off here. I end up using the large binder clips. Again, remember that tip I gave you back on 5 tips? One of the tips was where to store your mead when it's in primary fermentation. That came in really handy. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, go back, watch that video of my 5 tips. And we'll set that down right there. Smells good as well. I said we started everything at the same time, brought it to the same gravity reading. So it'll be interesting to see if one finishes faster than the other, if there's a difference in taste. They look about the same. Okay. Take our handy dandy hydrometer. Actually, this one here looks a little bit clearer. But this one here is at 1.060. So actually a little bit higher. So I think that, I don't even think that I'm going to move it over yet. I'm going to move it to the glass cardboard, so I'm going to leave it right where it is. I'm just going to reseal everything up. I'm going to let it ferment some more. Let's see what it tastes like here. Smells good. Definitely a lot sweeter, and taste the strawberries in this one a lot more than you can in the mead. So yeah, I think we're just going to leave it both in their primary fermentation for another couple weeks. So this has been going since May 2nd, 2021. It's now mid-June. So we're just going to let it go a little bit longer. You know, mead is something that sometimes takes a long time to finish. Good things come to those who wait. So, in the meantime, keep making mead, keep experimenting, have fun with it. Remember, make mead your way, because I'm going to make it my way. So, cheers.